Let's learn practically about SAP Lumira Designer. In this video, I will be showing you practically how we can open Lumira Designer and see various components of the Lumira Designer. By end of this video, you will understand means how to open Lumira Designer, how you can create your first application, or you just getting started with SAP Lumira Designer. So basically, when you wanted to open SAP Lumira Designer, you just go to your start menu whenever you have installed your business objects client tools. So in start you will find this at SAP business intelligence, and then there will be a option of SAP um, Lumira. So in SAP Lumira, you will find Lumira Discovery as well, the previous version of Lumira, and this is the Lumira Designer, which is the new tool which we are going to uh, learn. So if you click on this, then the Lumira Designer will open, and it will ask for the BI repository user credentials. So if you have server and user credentials, then you can just enter that, and then once you enter that, or you can just open it locally as well if you don't have that. But whenever we wanted to open it and create applications on server, then we need a BI repository or server details as well. So once the tool gets open, this opens like this. The first page is welcome screen, which will show some of the introductory things about Lumira Designer, which will just show me is how to get started, what are the templates, like see use how to use a generic analysis template. If you open this, you will understand means how to use this tool, or just understand many things about this tool. There are many things. If you click on this here, you can directly click create a new application from here, as a create new Lumira documents or recently used documents as well. We can see it here as well, whatever we have recently created. Some of the useful links also provided here, which will give some information about this, and this is very useful when we wanted to learn about these tools. You can just go through this. There are many things which we can learn ourselves and try to explore this tool. So here they have just given some information about this, that this tool enables designers to create analysis applications and dashboard for browsers and mobile devices, and that too on top of BW, SAP HANA, and universe data sources. And this is a welcome screen. We don't want to open it every time, means when we open this tool. So we you can just uncheck this option. If you wanted to see this screen again and again, means then we can keep this checked option, or else means we can just uncheck this option. I'll just close this. Now we will see when this tool gets open, like the first overview or the visualization of this tool is like this. You will find on the first left side is documents tab. Then you will find component section here below, and then there is outline. So in outline, initially it will not be anything. I will be showing you how it is when it shows some of the things. Then there is some script problems. So as this is similar to that Design Studio 1.6 as well, it does have scripting to be used in this application. So whenever we do write some scripts, and if there are any errors while writing the scripts, and the application founds it, then it will just display it here, and it shows details about the errors we are getting. Then on the right side you will say find properties. So what are the components, or what are the uh, things which we are going to add in your application, that properties will display here, and these properties will help us to design our applications much more better, and many things. So and there is one more view which is additional properties. So this is not enabled for all of the components, but for most of the components it is enabled, and we just give some additional properties. So we will see in detail as well for which component this additional properties is applicable and for which it is not. So when we have this uh, BI platform documents and these local documents, So whenever we have this BI platform documents, that is means this is connected to server or whatever the our BI launchpad or BI repository applications we are having, we can connect to that. We can create our applications on the server itself and then can work out, or else we can create some of the local documents and that can be in this local documents folder. And then means once we are done with this local documents folder and or we are finalize the application, then we can publish to our repository. So let's see, there are some other options before going in much detail. There is preferences where it will show some of the startup mode. So SAP Lumira documents is the default startup where it will show what is so it is a Lumira Designer mode where whatever the applications which we are going to create, it will be or Lumira Designer applications. And then there are two more modes as well. So the first one is like SAP Business Objects BI platform. So this is useful when we have like Design Studio 1.6 applications and we wanted to convert that to Lumira Designer. At that time we need to use this. I will be showing you one practical example how we can migrate or convert Design Studio 1.6 application to Lumira Designer using this mode as well. Then there is a local mode legacy, that is whenever we wanted to do some applications locally in the legacy like previous versions applications, that we can work on it in this mode. So generally we will be working on this SAP Lumira documents only when we are creating new applications. The other two modes we will be using whenever we wanted to convert the existing applications. There are various options as well. We will see one by one whenever it comes. I will explain you all these details in later videos as well. It has different properties in application design, so like application templates, backend connections, network connections, support settings. So these we will see in detail. Some of the syntax coloring or templates, what are the templates, and all these things. So most of the times we don't modify any of these settings unless it is needed, or we just want some specific requirements. So that time we are going to change these settings, but generally we will not change it. Now let's say means this is the connection. So what we can do, this is the folder which is for BI platform. Here we can create a document. So whenever we wanted to create any applications, just right click on this, or means from file menu as well, you can go and you can just create a document here. So as similar to Design Studio 1.6, it does have different templates. Like these are the templates. There are some ready to run templates which will having some details. So you can use this. There are some information given on the right side, what all these components and all these things. Uh, so a dashboard sample are also given here, and a feature sample as well also given here. So that also we can use. Then whenever we create a document, it asks for local document or BI platform documents. So it's similar to this folders, whatever it is given here. We can create local documents or maybe BI platform documents as well. So we can create test application here. We can give any of this any name for this. Then template, the template, when we are very much sure about how the structure should be, then only we need to select the existing template. So suppose if you want if you feel that means the existing templates will work out for our applications what we wanted to create, then we can use this. But if you are not sure, then let's take this blank template, and means then we can work out on our own way to include various components, and then we can modify that. So this is the way we can just create. I'm not going to go in much detail about this, but I will be just showing the overview of these two applications when we create. Once we create this application, you will find this various option here, that is properties and applications, and then connections, and these are the MIM is option is not, we will see in detail later what it is, but this is the applications which is there. So once this application is built, then we have many components in the component section here, which we can see. So you will see table components which has crosstab, scorecard, spreadsheet, then chart components related to all the charts, chart filling panel, map as well here. Then filter components, various filtering we needed when we built analysis application. Then these are the basic components which are mostly used for small things in our applications, like button, text, checkbox, text box, or a drop down box, like this. Then we do have some other components which is a major component, like a container component. So this adaptive layout container is used for mobile applications or tablet applications when we develop applications for these devices. For that purpose we use this adaptive layout. We will be seeing this detail with the example. Then dialog, grid layout, page book, panel, pop-up. So all these concepts already being covered in the design studio videos as well earlier, what all these components contain, and we'll be trying to cover some of the examples about this each of these components as well which are there. So we can take these components from here, and then we can add this here. You will see outline as well. On the outline, when we create an application, this outline will have these different options available, which will global variables, data sources. So generally whenever we wanted to connect to the data source, we can just do this by clicking on this data source, add data source. There are three options available. One, we have our data source where we can connect to the HANA views or BW views or maybe universes as well, and then custom data source, which will be just a streaming data source. You will see this is add unassigned data source as well. So generally, let's say means if you wanted to add a data source which will connect to some of the views, or let's say means if I have a BW HANA or something which is there. uh, so I need to give this detail. I don't have. Okay. Okay, so this from here we can connect. I will be showing you practically another video to how to connect to this, and then uh, once we connect to the universe or the HANA views, then we can have it available here, and then we can add it. The other component, if you wanted to add it, just drag and drop from here, like here, like this, and then all its properties will be here, and then we can assign a data source as well. So these options we will see in detail for when we have the data source and how we can connect to this. So there are other things. So as this is I have created in local documents, we can create a similar way in the, like, in the platform as well. And then suppose we have like this, we have this applications which is created locally, and we can if you wanted to publish on the repository server or BI Launchpad server, then we can just right click on that application, and then we can say upload to BI platform, and it will just upload it with the details given. Then we have other options which will be having create application, create composite. This is another option we will cover in detail. Then execute locally if you wanted to local, because this is local option, the server option which is there. Then we have, when we have this applications which is created on the BI platform, we will have another option of running the application on the BI server as well. So when we right click, one is execute locally or execute on BI platform. So then this is the things which are there. I The other option is one is default application. So if you wanted to select this as a default Lumira Discovery application or just Lumira Designer application, then that option we can select it from here as well. I think this is what I wanted to cover about this. I will be covering more detailed videos about this practical in the coming videos based on our um, course which I have selected, and then means will show you practically many things about this Lumira Designer. I hope this will be helpful for you, and if you have any questions or any suggestions about these videos, then please put it in comment section. And thank you for watching. If you like my video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you.